sitar master meets flamenco maestro tonight. Baluji Shrivastav and Ignacio Monteverde combined cultures to play for us. But there's certainly no clash as East meets West here. It's a totally harmonious collision. The confrontation, you might say, or combination of Indian sitar and Spanish guitar is not surprising, as you might think. Gypsies from Rajasthan brought Indian music to Spain, where it sort of became flamenco. Well, Ignacio Monteverde is here and Baluji Shrivastav. It's lovely to have you with us. Is that a bit simplistic, that really you invented some flamenco?
Yes, hello, namaste, everybody. Yes, it's not simplistic, but it just worked. But we work by listening music. So I listen flamenco, and I have worked with flamenco musicians before.
Well, there we are. But you were there at the beginning of it all, part of the bedrock. What are you going to play for us together first?
My first piece is in South Indian raga called Charukeshi, which means beautiful haired woman. And that is dedicated to Lady Parvati, who is the consort of Lord Shiva. And we will be playing in Charukeshi.
Baluji and Ignacio, thank you very much indeed. A competition in Rag at Churakeshi, and they'll be back to play more for us later. That's St John's Hoxton, by the way, on this coming Saturday, the 3rd of August. Well, Baluji and Ignacio are back, bringing us the confluence, I said, of sitar and guitar. Not as strange as you might think, as you will find in a moment. Baluji, what are you going to give us next?
My next piece is in Rag Jog, and it is called Nartaki, Dancing Girl. And I'm going to play, and it's a pentatonic rag. So I'm going to play this piece with Ignacio. Going to play tabla this time.
Thank you. And that is Nataki Dancing Girl by Baluji in the pentatonic rag with Ignacio playing guitar. Come and join me at the table. They're on tour, actually. They've got a very, very busy time. The next gig, I think, is coming up on the 3rd of August at St John's Hoxton. That is this Saturday. Where has the month gone? Tomorrow is the 1st. Approach gently, ladies and gentlemen. And also coming up, Baluji, is Linda Shanson, his wife, who's co-founder, I think, with Baluji Music Foundation. So it's very nice to have you all here. Linda, pull up a seat to the table.
Thank you.
There we are. Baluji, great to have you with us. It's not just East meets West. How would you describe the collaboration between you and Ignacio?
It's wonderful. It's flamenco. Well, it's East meets East, actually, because flamenco comes from Rajasthan. And I come from Agra, Uttar Pradesh. So we are not too far.
You're not too far away. Are we far away musically, do you think, Ignacio? Can you trace the roots back? Can you feel it in your flamenco?
When we play together, I feel that the scales we play, there are lots of things in common there, but the rhythm is very different. Although when you look at the flamenco dancers, you can see lots of similarities in the way they wave their hands and things like that. But especially in the ragas, the scales we play are very, very similar.
Yeah. So is it taken all this time for you to rediscover each other?
But there are lots of scales like Bhairav, Bhairavi and Vasant Mukhari, very, very close to flamenco. And of course, there are Indian scales.
Yes, and
So,
very,
yes,
very
I
sophisticated.
find it very easy to play, listen and copy. But rhythm is very, sometimes probably, they are difficult rhythm, but sometimes they deliberately make it difficult.
You can overcome them. If you two can't do it, there isn't any hope for anybody else. Linda, you're not quite sitting in the sidelines. You're very involved with this, and you're very involved in the music foundation that takes its name from Baluji, which was for what? Not just for music alone, is it?
It covers other types of music from the Indian subcontinent, but also one of our major projects is to promote the Inner Vision Orchestra, which was Baluji's idea to make visible the incredible blind talent of musicians here in the UK.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do say that that musicians who maybe are not sighted have got a more intensity of the other senses. Do you find that, Baluji?
I'm not sure, because I was blinded when I was 8 months old. So I have born like this, and I have, well, if that was the case, then 115 boys in my school could be all musicians, but they are not. I'm here in UK and everywhere else. So I don't really believe that sort of thing, but never mind, whatever people believe. They believe.
This is true. Well, you've certainly got a lot of talent in the Inner Vision Orchestra, haven't you? And it gives a great platform to a lot of people who might possibly have been overlooked.
Yes, we very much are campaigning to open the doors of the music industry to more blind and visually impaired people.
Well, they will find out, of course, as you go on tour, and the whole interactions tour started. Patricia Rosario is involved in the opera side, and Ignacio, you're involved this coming Saturday, and I think then at the end of August as well.
Do we have another one with me?
End of August, 25th of August, Linda is singing, Patricia Rosario is singing, and Oscar is singing. They're opera singers, and also there are Mark Trooper, who's going to play piano with us.
There'll be a lot there. They can find it all on the website. There's so much information there. I think we'll just remind everybody to look at that. That's the 25th. But your gig is on the 3rd, coming up this Saturday at St John's Hoxton. And it's your piece next, Ignacio. So how would you describe this?
Flamenco guitarists, we play in between. Well, we started playing for singing. So we accompany singers and we accompany dancers. And so I have a compilation of melodies that I do when I accompany, and I put them all together. And I asked Baluji to do some waving in and out with improvisations.
That's a wonderful technical description. You're prepared to do some weaving in and out. Baluji, where did you make your way back over? You've got to get onto your seated carpet. Sadly, it's not a flying carpet. Ignacio's away as well. I thought he's going to tell me a bit more about flamenco, but anyway, they would be ready. Well, you could. You're flying to your carpet. You're just very, very nearly there. Your instruments await. I wish it was of the finest Persian variety or Indian But there we are. It's a sort of basic. It's a basic, but it looks actually perfectly nice from here. And of course, the important thing is your instruments, and there they are. And this is, I think, Soler. Yeah, Soler. It's by Ignacio. Thank you very much indeed, guitar and its sitar cousin. Thank you, Baluji Shrivastav and Ignacio Monteverde. That was Ignacio's Solea. They're combining their traditions, St John's, Hoxton, London, on this coming Saturday. And then Baluji's Interactions tour runs from right to October, fusing Indian classical music with Spain, Indonesia, jazz, opera, poetry, and there are music workshops for blind and visually impaired people as well. 25th of August, big collaboration with opera singers, Patricia Rosario, Oscar Castellino, Lauderdale House in Highgate. Thank you very much indeed for making music